just got downtown and I was gonna start this lens review and it started raining. So I think maybe it's stopping. I know I really need a haircut. So y'all shut the hell up. Don't talk about my hair today, alright? I know it's getting long. I gotta get it cut. So recently I just got a new lens and I wanted to do a proper review of it after having it for a couple of weeks now and just see, you know, give you guys my thoughts and opinions on it. And yeah, so we're gonna do that today. So the lens I'm currently shooting this on is the Sigma 14-24 f2.8. So this thing is wide, like hella wide. It's in the $1,200 to $1,400 range and it goes from 14 to 24. I decided on this one because I thought the 14 to 24 would perfectly complement my favorite lens ever, the 24 to 70. 14 to 24, you know, if you're a math whiz or something like that, you can count 14 to 24, then pick up 24 to 70. Yeah, you put the numbers together. It's like around, depending on where you get it from, about $1,200 to $1,400, which, yeah, that's a pretty big price tag, but when you compare other lenses of this range and this quality, it actually is a pretty good deal compared to the other ones. One of the reasons that I am such a big fan of Sigma lenses is because they're so high quality, yet they manage to keep their prices lower than some of the native lenses. Like specifically, you know, I shoot on a Sony A7 III, so I would love to get G Master lenses because, you know, they're just top of the line glass, but the prices are just crazy to me. I mean, I'm not rich, you know, if you're rich, I guess it doesn't matter, but it's hard for me to spend the extra money on the G Masters when Sigma makes lenses that are, in my opinion, just as good of quality, both in build and the image and the picture. I mean, unless maybe you get a freaking microscope and just look at every single part of the image. I'm sorry, but I can't tell the difference. I can't justify spending that much more money to get the same quality. It's my favorite brand of lenses. They're the best, man. And this lens is no different. It's spot on. It's awesome. Now, even though I would love it to be, not everything is perfect. So some of the downfalls or maybe the cons of this lens, 14 millimeters is wide as fuck. Some people may even think it might be too wide. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm really enjoying it, but it's really borderline. I think any more than 14 would be just like weird looking. I think 16 is maybe the sweet spot, which, okay, this is 14. This is 16 right here. Okay, 16, and then we go to 14. Like, that's really wide. So, you know, maybe there's an argument to be made there. Maybe it's too wide. The other thing is 14 to 24. I don't think it is as useful of a focal range as 16 to 35. 16 to 35, you can still get that 35 millimeter range for like street photography and portraits. Whereas 24, in my opinion, it's just not quite far enough to get like good portrait photography. I kind of have to change lenses more than I would like. So maybe 16 to 35 is a little more useful range. I don't know. The other thing that some people bring up is that the front element is like bubbled out. It's not flat, right? And so that means you can't use like regular ND filters. You gotta get these special ones that go on the back of it where the sensor is, and that's the kind of ND filters you've got to use. It's just some of the things that made me think like, okay, should I really get this lens? Holy shit, it's hot. Your closest competitors are going to be the Sony G Master 14-24, which is almost a $3,000 lens, then a Sony G Master 16-35, which is the one I had the most trouble deciding between with this one. That one's a little over $2,000, and then there's a Tamron, which I don't like Tamron, so I'm not even going to talk about that. I was most closely considering the G Master 16-35. Ultimately went with this one, really just based on price. So my overall impressions is, should you buy this lens? I would say if you're looking for a wide angle lens, Hell yes. It's so well built. It's incredible image and picture quality. The focal range may not be for everybody, but if you're looking for a vlog lens or an architecture, wide angle, real estate type lens, man, you can't go wrong with this one. I almost got the G Master, but I thought for almost $800 less, depending where you get it from, that was just enough saving to get me to go with this one instead of the Sony G Master. Also, just a quick side note, Sigma, you know, if you want to sponsor me, just hit me up, slide in my DMs, subscribe, something like that. I'd be happy to, you know, work something out with you. I'm very flexible, so yo, Sigma, hit me up, man. Man, this heat is just disrespectful. I like get out of the car and I shoot for like 30 minutes, and then I've got to get back in the car and like cool down because I'm sweating my ass off. Man, I love Texas, dude, but damn.